It's no secret. It's plain to see. I love you, and you love me. It's no secret. You know it's true. You love me. I love you. The only time we seem to meet is in the middle of the night. Only then can I feel your heartbeat, 'cause something's not right. Together I see you and me, always and all time. But not everyone would agree, 'cause then it's a crime. It's no secret. It's plain to see. Yes, I love you, and you love me. It's no secret. You know it's true. You love me. Yes, I love you. Each day I think of you, looking for some sign that you feel the same way too. And I know you're mine. We can't use no telephone, but others can hear. And all I get is a dial tone, but the message is clear. It's no secret. And it's plain to see. Yes, I love you. I know you love me. And it's no secret.
Disperse my doubts, my clouded feelings, chased away my darkest pain. Inside I feel my spirit rising, emotions mended by a woman's touch. A new future on my horizon, I'll never think it too much. Through the heartache and the pain, you made my gray skies blue again. And after all that I've been through, I believe
What up, what up, what up, though? It's your boy, Charlie Lyric, and this is What's on Your Heart. How's it going? So the camera will be off today. I know this is kind of like, Charlie, why are you doing an episode with your camera off? Because things are not in place. I'm moving things around. I'm getting it set up so you can get the best viewing pleasure you can, right? And I want to give you the best experience anyway. So this might be a little light today. Might be a little quick, and that's cool. I kind of give you some viewpoints of what's been going on, right? So if you've been following me over the last week, you've been noticing I've been putting out a lot of these sort of, I call them reruns personally, right? Excuse me, I got distracted for a second. I call them reruns, right? But in reality, what they really are. So for every episode I made, I didn't realize that I didn't publish it. So they've all just been stacking up over like 2 months. And I decided, well, I need a little time to go ahead and get situated anyway. So I might as well put them out at the regular time. See, when I first initially saw it, I said to myself, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to release it every day because it says every day, and that's how I'll start doing it. And then I was like, no, that's not smart. The way to do it is to put it out the days that you said that you would actually do the show. That way nobody has any expectation, and this way they can actually get the content they're looking for. And at the same time, it's a bunch of stuff that people haven't seen yet. And so I just thought this was just a great idea, great opportunity to go ahead and get reestablished with what the work I've already done and build us up to this point. Now, I know that the most recent stuff really doesn't have, there's a lot of conversations happening, and that's really cool because that's what this space is meant for. But I'm going to get back back on track to the philosophy side of things, because that's another huge part of what's on your heart, and I feel like it's necessary, and I feel like it's very valid to have at this time. It's such a time in life where we are just, all of us are kind of asking the same question. We're all kind of confused, like, what's going on? Are we on the same planet? When you look at how things are going and how things are, there are so many opinions, there are so many just hearsay all around, and I just feel like the philosophy is just a significant part for everybody kind of build back onto their own foundation, or at least get back to where they were, or at least challenge them to have viewpoints that they normally don't have, to feed that side of themselves so they can get a little bit of nourishment and also get into the way of having some critical thought happening. It seems like so many people have so many opinions, but nobody really knows how to break down things and have a way of critically thinking. And that's what not psychology, that's what philosophy is. It's a way to critically think and break down the fundamentals of certain questions and finding an answer. And just studying, I've been studying a lot and becoming a better philosopher at that as well. So that's what's been going on. We will get back to the philosophy side of things, I promise we will. But where we're going to focus on for the next week or so, without the camera being on, is just getting more into a little bit more conversation and doing more tarot reading and focusing on that part and the fun of that. So hi Tammy down in the audience. Hello everybody that's on the replay. Hello everybody on Twitch and YouTube. Let's go ahead and let's just kind of jump in, because what I usually would do is just wait until somebody wants a reading or something like that. And I was doing the elemental readings, but we're gonna do this. Tammy, you might get lucky. You might want to stick around for it, because you're the only person that's around right now. We're gonna focus on whoever the message is needed for. That's what we're gonna do. Hey. Okay, I don't want to mess up your name. Garcilla. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call you Gigi. That's my name for you from now on. Hey Gigi. I hope you don't mind it. If you do mind it, let me know, and I'll change that, and I'll make a point, because I really try to remember your name. It's so hard to pronounce, and I know it's not hard to pronounce because I listen to everybody else pronounce it. You love it? Okay, cool. You're Gigi now. All right, Gigi. Just as I was just telling Tammy and the rest of everybody else who's around, right? We're going to have a message. We're going to do messages for the people who need to hear it in the collective, instead of just pulling from the overall collective energies of the elementals, because I'm not going to lie, that burnt me out when I first started doing that. It was so wild and so crazy. Grace. Okay. All right, Grace. I'm cool with that. That's cool with me. So let's do that. Let's get into some readings. So I ask that we tap into the energy of the collective that's here and now, that needs to hear the message, and that they get it. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, in the name of the ancestors, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. This is for who needs to hear it. Ashe. All right. Here we go. Somebody is having some resentment happening. They need to heal some things. Okay. What is this? What is this about? It's about love. They feel like this is what the person feels like. They have some resentment, right? They're pretty bitter. They have some weight on their heart. They need to, well, actually, you know what? They're getting past it. My bad, because it's in the reverse. When we talk about the Three of Swords in the upright, we talk about heartbreak. But when we talk about it in reverse, it's actually about someone getting over it. Okay, but there was wasted time here. They feel like they made an investment and it was a wasted time. So with that being said, they're needing to build back up their confidence. They may not be feeling so confident at this time. They may not be feeling like they're on their game. They may feel like they're off, and that's okay. Oh, hold up. So they're changing their mood towards these things. Maybe we're talking about love. I don't know. Maybe we are. Maybe we aren't. But it seemed like somebody has gotten to this place where they're going to be a little more jovial about things. They're looking at the Page of Cups, right? So what we got so far, it looks like we're going to do a past, present, future with the 9 spread. I usually don't do 9 cards like that, but they just started falling in that placement, so I'm just going to carry on. So on the top row, which is the past, we have the 5 of Cups, the 3 of Swords in reverse, and then we have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Then we have the we have the Empress, as you know, that is ruled by Taurus. Oh, wait, hold up. No, get it right. It is Taurus, but is ruled by Venus. Then we have the Page of Cups. So we got some water here. We got some Scorpio. We got some Pisces, and we got some Cancer energy here. Then we got some Capricorn energy running around out here. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. As you know, it is Virgo season. Then we have some air energy with Libra. That's me. Gemini. And who's that third guy? Ooh, that's terrible. I forgot my other air buddy. Ooh, no. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Okay, so going on. What else we got? It seemed like they're turning over a new leaf. They seem to have a new vantage point. They seem to see things a little clearer, a little differently. So this could kind of go two ways. It could kind of go two ways. Whereas in the 7 of Swords could be saying, oh, they're absolutely doing some sly dog shit. Or, oh, excuse me, wow. I've been reading like for everybody else, and I have not been on the show for a while, so I've kind of reverted, and I got to remember to get back in that way of not using a whole bunch of obscenities and things. So, excuse me. Oh, I won't forget about you. I'm sorry, Tammy. If you're an Aquarius, I apologize. I just had to think about it, and you know, it's so wild because I've been doing so much esoteric work, so I should know, right? Plus, you guys are the big boys of us air signs, so you know, I'm sorry, I won't forget again. Aquarius. And so what we got coming in the future, right? So we learned some hard lessons with the Ten of Swords in reverse. Learned some hard lessons, got hurt. But hey, guess what? This person's a soldier. They can keep it going. With the Ten of Swords in reverse being the hard lessons, and the thing this person has to understand is like, it has to be a closing of the cycle. They may not have closed the cycle all the way out. Okay, and then with the Nine of Wands, we have you got beat up, you learned your lesson, you've been beat up before, but you're tough. You can do it again. You got this. And you know, I'm gonna kind of narrow this down into a love aspect. And what this person might not know is that there might be new love right around the corner. I won't say new love. This is what I'll say. There'll be emotional messages coming through for this person. It might be some travel involved as well. We don't know. We may see. But overall, from what I'm looking at and how I'm feeling about this, this person went through some hard things. They had a tough time, but guess what? They've learned their lesson. It's not the first lesson they've ever had to learn when it comes to love, but they've done their thing and they know better than they do. Excuse me. They know better than they did before. There we go. So with that being said, we got to slow it down a little bit. We got to drop the tempo a little bit. We got to get it flowing how we know how to get it flowing, Charlie. Right. So closing it out. This person, okay, this is definitely love. I'll say that this person is definitely out of sync. This person may be experiencing a little bit of some feeling a little devalued and things like this. Or it just may be in the way of them may be having a little hard time with money or something like that. But overall, from what it's looking like, it's going to be all right. This person's going to be okay. Things are going to get better. And how it is and what it looks like. I think this person had to walk away from a person. That's what it looks like to me. Somebody had to walk away from somebody, because when I pull the top of the cards off of the deck, I got the Lovers in reverse, and then I got the Two of Cups in reverse, and then I got the Queen of Pentacles, then I got the Three of Pentacles with the Hierophant to run behind it on the bottom side of the deck. And from what it's looking like is this person had to walk away from something that might have been established, something that they wanted to establish with somebody, something that they was hoping to establish with somebody. They might have had to do a little more work than what it seemed that they thought they would have to. But at the same time, from what it looks like and what it is, they just had to walk away, or it may be that they had to walk away for a time being to get things straight. So, or to get things straight, because a straight would be to be disrailed. But whoever you are, wherever you are in the ethers, in the ethos, you're straight. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go to another one, closing that one out. Spirits for leading that one. Let's get to the next one. Who else needs to hear it? Tell them what they need to hear. Show them in the name of the Father. Show them in the name of the ancestors. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, we got the Hangman in reverse. So somebody is getting a brand new perspective, but they're putting themselves in a position where they have to be still. But guess what? This is divine timing at play. There may actually be some divine healing at play as well. You may be a healer. You may be a psychic, however it is, however it looks. But right now, right here, you're going through something tough and you have to get a brand new perspective of it. But you put yourself in a position where you have to sacrifice in this way with the Hangman and with the Star. All right. So what else is here? What else we got? Why is this? Is because you feel as though things are not going in your favor. But here's the thing. It's kind of funny that you feel that way, because the Star is right here and slap dab in the middle. That's weird. I'm really messing up my format. but so what do we got? What we got? What this person need to know? What we need to know? You know what we need to know? You're trying to get a brand new perspective. You're feeling off your game with the Empress. We may not have shuffled well enough, but with the Empress, we're not going to deny it. She came out. You might be feeling a little off your game. You might be feeling a little out of tune. You might not be feeling like you're living up to your full potential. You might not see all there is to have when it comes to this. But this is the thing. You're doing all the things in the correct way with the Hierophant. We are doing things the way they are supposed to be done. All right. Well, I like the fact that we're getting this Empress energy. That means You may be needing to get into sync with your divine feminine, needing to understand that part. You may be thrown off and maybe a balance, off-putting imbalance where it is that you're being masculine. You may be needing to go inside to discover what it is that you need to get done, and then birthing your own place in your own sacred space, right? In that inner spaces of the divine or the divine feminine, you work it out and you move forward. And when you move forward, you get into a better space, right? So, and here's what's to be said. What we got following this? So, what we got following this? What we got following right behind it is, it feels like there's been a loss of time or a loss of finance or something like this. Okay. Oh, a card shot out. Okay, this card tried to come out earlier and I stopped it. So I'm gonna slide it right here. I'm gonna put it right here. Right. So the justice in reverse is letting me know here and now that things might have been done wrong, things might have gone wrong, but with the right things in order, things will go right. Could somebody be in some type of, it might be somebody's in some type of legal trouble, because I got the justice right beside the Hierophant. Okay, let's backtrack a little bit. So we got the Hangman out here. For the past, we got the Hangman, so we know that somebody needs some new perception. People see this as a negative card, but because you have to put yourself in a place of self, you have to put yourself in a place of sacrifice, self-sacrifice, and that means, you know, missing out on things. That means giving up things, but it's also a really great card because we get a brand new perspective, and we get some new information, and we do it in such a divine way. And when we do it, and then we got the Star. So we know this is a card about path. We know this is a card about destiny. We know this is a card about healing. Then we got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So things may not have gone a good way for a person, right? But they're getting some perspective because they're needing to heal. They're being led onto the right path. Then with the Empress in reverse, we know that they're thrown off and they need to get back in touch with their divine feminine side. And that may be what they're doing with the Hanged Man, or it could just be very well that this person has been put in a place where they lost some things. We could be talking about a marriage. I'm not going to call it a marriage. I'm not going to start going down that route because the Emperor isn't out here to clarify. If the Emperor was out here to clarify, then okay, we would start with that story. But that's not the story that we have right now. What is juice? Okay, so so the next card to pop out is the Emperor. That's crazy. I knew that was going to happen. All right, so we got the Emperors over the Emperor. They're both in reverse. So it could be that both of these people weren't doing right to each other. But I feel like this Emperor is a little underhanded in how he is and what he is. This Empress, what could be said about the Empress when she's in reverse, she could be a little docile. She could be a little... she's not as fierce as she normally would be, and not fierce in a way, because the thing about the Empress is she doesn't have to be hard to do anything. Everybody sees her for all her beauty and what she is, but it just seems when she's in reverse, she's off her game. So I call her a little docile. It could be the fact that she's being lazy. She may not be noticing her full potential because she's pregnant with potential. So with that being said, you know, and this Emperor is right here. And with this Emperor like right under her, this Emperor can be controlling. He can be tyrannical. He could be domineering. He could really be putting his foot down. But it seems like he might be a little cunning too, because he may be having options in different things with the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups with the Emperor to clarify. But I didn't really like that. I just pulled them out side by side. So that's interesting. But okay, so somebody's being independent of a home life, where this home life may have been an established home life. They may have been taken care of, but they're going to be okay because as they walk away from this, they have something. So it may be very well that somebody got hurt. Somebody might have lost time. They might have lost out on something. When it comes to marriage, they may have lost in marriage and lost love and everything like that. So I'm seeing one side, one side, Empress may have lost her financial well-being, right? Or she could have lost all this time that she put into this person. That's how I see it with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. But here's the thing, as she walks away from this home life, she'll be established. She'll be fine. She'll have that Nine of Pentacles sitting pretty. She'll have her money back right. At least her money will be back right. Doesn't mean she'll be all the way back on her game, because we know the Empress. When she's on the upright, she's all the way back on her game, but that may not very well be the case. So again, we have another person here that has been beat up and gone through some lessons and learned some things. I'm really feeling like this had to be some type of marriage, and this person might have got the bitter end of the marriage. This person might have been done wrong in the marriage. I'm not seeing anything about any cheating or anything like that going on, but it looks like when it came to the affairs and to the money like this, or at least to what could be or how much time they've put into this, it wasn't done right. And I don't think either person treated one another right, because they got this Empress in reverse, and then we got the Emperor in reverse. So I don't think either of them did each other right. And it's the fact of the Emperor had choices. He had so many options to go down, and it may not involve other people. It may have just been what he wanted to do with his life, or what he wanted to do with bills, finances, all these different, it could be so many different things with the Seven of Cups. But however it is and whatever it looked like, she just wasn't fitting into that anymore. And that's kind of the vibe that I'm catching right now. But as she walks away, she'll be fine. She'll walk into prosperity and abundance, financially abundant, and she'll get into a better way. Yeah, it may hurt. I think it may be for someone else, because I did this particular, it's very particular for somebody, whoever is listening to this. What could be is these two might be at heads and at odds, and they may be butting heads, but at a point they get back on good terms. But I'm not feeling that. That's not what I'm feeling, because I go from that Four of Wands to that Nine of Pentacles. And so we're talking about community, we're talking about unity, we're talking about happy life, happy wife, all that jazz. But then we get to that card where she's standing by herself with all her coins. She got hurt because she lost time, she lost commitment. But this is how it's supposed to be. This is what's being divinely guided. So it is what it is. I wish the best of luck to both people, because that doesn't sound too much fun to go through. I know a thing or two about a relationship ending, but I don't know much about a marriage ending. But I could imagine that it's difficult. Okay, so here we go. One more time. Were you a lucky winner, Tammy? I don't want you to be for either one of those readings, because that wasn't too good. All right, let's go to the next one. I don't even want you to say anything to that one, because those weren't good. But you put your vibe out there. See if I catch it. Okay, here we go. So for reading number 3, how is it for this person? What does this person needs to see? Show me what this person needs to see. This is for that one person in the collective that needs to hear this message right now, that's going to come across this message some way, somehow. This will find you. Don't be discouraged when you hear it. Just take what you need. And as they say on YouTube, leave the rest. All right, here we go. Show me what this person needs to know in the name of Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Show me in the name of ancestors. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, somebody got new love coming. An offer has been made, and I think it was received. Oh, I love it. This is good energy right here. Yeah, somebody's like, yeah, heck yeah, I'll be with you. They're on that chariot. They're moving forward. They're like, I'm going towards it. I'm in it to win it, Charlie. I like it. Cool. Okay, and then we get up here. They're in it to win it. Yes, they are. And I like it. I'm for it. Okay, so what happened from between there and between the beginning to the end? So, okay, listen. Person who is needing this, who is hearing this, you got a love offer from someone. They extended it to you, right? And it's something that you really wanted. You're happy about it. It's brand new. It's right off the cusp. It's fun, off rip, off jump, right? It's something that you want. But and then so with the Chariot, we say, okay, it's moving forward. But also the thing that could be said about the Chariot is because we have two different water energies right here with Pisces. Ooh, why does this keep happening to me? As I automatically just draw a blank. Pisces, Cancer, and then we have Scorpio. Yes. So we get to this Chariot, and Chariot is ruled by Cancer, and Cancer is ruled by the moon. Okay, so with that being said, this person here may be eager and be ready, but they may have some things they need to work on when it comes to the inner world. And the only reason I'm saying that is because the next card that fell behind it is the Five of Cups. So it could be things that they still grieve about. It could be things that they're still mourning about, that they need to let go of, that they're bitter about when it comes to being in a relationship and how it looks and what it is. Okay. All right. But these are past things, and this was something of the past too, because we're on that top row. So we'll pull the next thing, and what you need to know about this person is that they give you equal give and take. There's a quality in this. You have a quality in this, right? And that's a good thing. That's a beautiful thing. But listen, you're still holding on to things with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So you got what you got and you're happy about it, but there's things in your past that you need to let go of. You need to do some reflecting and need to push it away. Okay. All right. You come at this place where you're at indecision. You haven't decided what you want to do. With the Two of Swords in reverse, you haven't decided what you want to do. You're at a crossroads. Do I go to the past and do I hold on to these things, or do I move forward and walk away from all these things that's holding me back from this brand new love that has been discovered? Nine of Cups. And in the future, let me tell you, you're going to do the right thing. You're going to move forward, and you're going to be looking good, feeling good, happy about what you chose and what you did. With the Nine of Cups sitting all the way around you, everybody sees you look good. Everybody knows that you're happy. But also the reason why this person is happy now is because they've put all their ducks in a row. Everything has been collected, and people see that, and they know that they look good in doing it as well. And it looks good on paper, just like it looks good on paper. Looks good, but indoors, outdoors, all around, this person's looking good. So that's a good thing. And you're one step away from that emotional fulfillment, and I like that. So what we got next is here. Let's go here. Yeah, listen, you got to have that same giddiness that you had the first time this person was like, I want to be with you. That Chariot has you in this fast movement motion, and the thing that held you back and slowed you down was the past. You can get a quality out of this relationship. It'll bring you into a balance, and you'll be happy. It's going to lead you into a good place. But you got to understand, this is no time to dilly-dally. There's no time to sit on your thumb. You must move forward with this energy before you get left behind by the energy. Right? Do the work. Do the work to move past this history that you have. Because you're much more than your history. But you're not feeling courageous. How is this? You gotta look. This right here makes you happy. This person makes you happy. What they have to offer makes you happy. How they make you feel in a relationship makes you happy. Everything about this person gets you excited. You're giddy. You're ready. You're happy. But then you're not being courageous, right? You're not being courageous at all. So, got the Ace of Cups at the top. We got the Chariot at the top. We got the Five of Cups in reverse, which is being said in the past that this person offered a love to you, and you were ready, and you was ready to go, and you was willing. But then you remembered all the things that really ticked you off and set you off about your past relationships. So what ends up happening in the present is that this person is giving you equal give and take, and it feels good, and you love the reciprocity, and you feel like you got more to give to this person. They have a lot to give to you too, right? But then you're still holding on with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. You're holding on to things and how they were and how they once had been for you. That's not the present anymore. And that leaves you at this place of indecision, and you don't know whether to give into it or not. because you really like this person. You're really liking this person. You're really digging this person. You like their vibe. They make you really, really ecstatic and really happy. It's something that you haven't felt in a long time with the Knight of Cups. But with the Four of Swords to follow behind and the King of Wands, you're feeling discouraged. You don't feel like you have it in you to do it. So let me get a little clarification. What's the best thing that this person can do for this energy? Show me at this time. The best thing that you can do is transmute the energies, right? With the Temperance. Look, I want to talk about this a little bit. And this is what I love. This is what I'm loving right now. This is what I'm loving. I'm going to talk to you about it. The Temperance is Jupiter. Is ruled by Jupiter, which is ruled by, I believe, Sagittarius. So the Temperance is Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. And then what we have on the card here, this angel with these two cups pouring water in between these two cups, right? But then on its chest is a triangle. And so let's break down the symbolism a little bit, because what we have to understand is that this is talking about a time of reflection and healing and growth. This is talking about a time of reconciliation. It doesn't necessarily have to be with a person. It could just be with yourself. And this water that's flowing between these cups is actually what's being done is this energy is being transmuted. This is going from cup to cup to cup to cup. And what divinity is doing is giving this person the ability to transmute this energy. And they don't do it in a way where they go inside or anything like this, because we're talking about the triangle being divine masculine. And look, I'm about to break it down. We're about to get super deep in the way of esoteric right now. Listen, with the Temperance and then the triangle. So if we talk about the triangle, what we know about the triangle is one, that the triangle going up is divine masculine. That is that expression. And then the triangle going down is divine feminine. And when we put these two aspects together, it becomes full entirely within spirit. So with that being said, what's happening right now with this card is the transmutation of the outward expression of what's happened, and actually transmuting it. So not only changing the environment, but changing how you view the environment and being able to handle what's happened. And so what falls behind this card is the Ten of Wands. So we're talking about the ending of heavy burdens, you letting go of things. So at this time, for this person that needs to hear this, what you need to do is do some transmuting. What you need to do is change the way how you look at relationships, change the way that you show up in relationships, change the way that you are handling yourself with this person, right? And with that expression happening, you're going to have this transmutation happen, right? Things are going to transmute into a higher expression, and you're going to be able to let go of the old baggage that you no longer need. Why? Because all of those emotions that carried you and held you down, you're going to take those raw feelings and you're going to transmute it into a higher expression, a higher vibration. And in that way, you'll be able to move forward from these things that are hurting you here and now. But the thing is, they're not meant to be here and now. They're just a heavy burden that needs to be let go of. So for that person, you got a good little bit, and I hope that it works out for you. I hope you find the strength and the courage to actually be with this person, because it looks like you got something pretty good with them, something that you haven't had in a long time. All right, so here we go. One more go around. So put your energy out there, Tammy. You might get your free reading. This energy is for the person within the collective that needs to hear this message, whether you're on Twitch, whether you are on YouTube, whether you are watching on a browser. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you for being here. We're gonna go one more time. Here we go. YouTube. So here we go. One more time. Show me what needs to be seen for the person that needs to hear this in the collective. Show me in the name of Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Show me in the name of the ancestors. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Ashe, 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 ashe. What does this person need to hear? Show me in the name of Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. In the name of the ancestors. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Ashe, 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 ashe. Okay. 2 cards popped out. We're going to take it. We're going to put it down. And we're going to keep it pushing. Listen. We're dealing with some heavy energy, right? I think what it is right now, reason why we're dealing with this heavy energy, I believe we're in retrograde or going towards a retrograde. I don't know, but we are in Mercury. So, and what I would imagine is for Mercury right now, Mercury is all about getting yourself together, but also being able to express yourself. So not only are we in a retrograde, but we're in a retrograde involving the one sign, Gemini, that knows how to articulate anything whenever it is, however it looks, whenever it is. And I always say this, for some reason, Geminis just do so well in a retrograde. They're in a Mercury retrograde when their planet is going back, right? They're like, nah, I'm good. But I do believe that also that we're in a whole new moon with Libra and everything like that. So this is actually another time where things are being revealed in relationships. I think this retrograde is in Libra. I don't know. I may be wrong. But I know what I'm talking about when I say at the time within the environment that relationships, things are being shown to relationships, spots are being shown that need to be worked on and the communication needs to be had. So with that being said, here we go. I'm going to tell you about what I got in front of me. Page of Cups. Somebody's feeling friendly, somebody's feeling jovial, somebody's feeling a little flirty. They might be feeling like a big old kid and they're out here in this energy, all this water energy that they got. But remind you that this is a page, and so this water is shallow. It has yet to learn the deeper expressions of. Hold on, give me one moment. Let me finish this up and I'll bring you right up to the stage, okay? So, or you know what? I'll take you, but just let me finish out the reading first. Okay, so with that being said, the Page of Cups, and then we got the 6 of Swords in reverse, and then we got the 5 of Cups in reverse. And so with that being said, we got this person, they're not moving into a good direction, right? And the reason why they're not moving in too much of a good direction, it could be that they are traveling across somewhere. They could be traveling to a whole new country or something like this. But this is what I'm going to say. They may be in a long distance relationship as well, or trying to entertain some. But this is what I'll say about this. This person's not going into a good place mentally, right? Because they have some things in the past that they need to deal with. Again, we got this 5 of Cups. We got this 5 energy, and 5 is just a really tough energy to trudge to. It doesn't matter if it's with the Pentacles. It doesn't matter if it's with the Cups. It doesn't matter if it's with the Swords or with the Wands. It's a tough energy to move through all the way around. But this person is moving with this type of energy. Now, see, here in the present, what's starting to happen is they start to realize they got everything in order. They're starting to say, well, everything behind me looks good. They're starting to say my environment looks good. I look good. And so people should look at me. They should see how good it looks. They may be flaunting a little bit, right, with what they got and how they are. But this is, I feel like this is a lower expression of this person. Again, we got the Empress in reverse with this energy. And so with that being said, this person might not be feeling all the way on their game. They might be full of potential. They might not be living up to it. They might not be doing things the way they know how to do things, because mind you, there are someone that can move forward and have this good energy of moving forward. All right, so, but with that being said, they come into a victory. Okay, this is getting a little wonky. They come into a victory because we got the 6 of Wands. We got the 6 of Wands here. So, like I said, everybody's... So, okay, this is what I feel like. This person looks good. This person feels good. This person looks good. This person may have a lot of people looking at them. They might be in a spotlight, but they don't feel like they deserve that spotlight. Okay, I get it. Okay. So, What's coming forward for this person, what's coming on to the end, is the fact of what's coming for the future. They're gonna try to hold on to this position that they've won. They put in. I feel like they might have put in some work for this. I feel like maybe they didn't with the Empress in reverse. Maybe they didn't, but they've stumbled into the spotlight and they want to keep it on them. But at the same time, they're not doing everything they need to do to keep the spotlight. Might not be doing everything they need to do to keep entertaining a certain person as well. So someone may have actually caught their eye, or they have caught the eye of another, and they have a lot of suitors, but people are drawn to them. One might have been drawn to them, and so they might hold on to all these other suitors, and in that, it ends up leading to this bad place because they start breadcrumbing people. Okay. That's one. That's one. Because we're trying to figure out the story. Because we out here trying to give it for the collective, whoever it is in collective that needs to hear it. Listen, let me tell you. If you let go of these people, this energy that you got going on, right? I feel like somebody's a player. I feel like that's what it is. They're a little bit of a player, and they aren't they aren't all the way leveled up, and they don't know how. I don't feel like they know how to level up, but I feel like with this right here right now, they're going to end up doing it. And the reason why they're going to end up doing it is because they're in that four of wands energy. They're going to end up establishing a relationship with somebody, and it's going to be a long committable relationship. Okay, so give this person what they need to know. Give the advice that they need to hear right now. You're not following your intuition with the high priestess. Come on now. You gotta follow yourself. You gotta listen. You gotta listen. Again, we've got some moon energy right here. You gotta be reflective, and you gotta go inside, and you gotta understand. Understand that the high priestess is someone that doesn't need to say too much. She doesn't need to say anything at all. At all. She knows all there is to know, but she's not seeing her value. This person is not seeing their value, and they're not seeing what they have. I really feel like this person might be experiencing some low self-esteem, and that's the reason why this person is going around playing with people and saying things and giving offerings and things like this. But you need to stop that. You need to find your self-value. You need to know your self-worth before you lose out on something really good, because you've actually established something with somebody, and it's something real with longevity, and it's something that can ultimately make you very happy. But you got to give the right energy to it. So with that being said, good luck to that person. I hope you found the information that you needed from it. Okay, Queen B, how you doing? I'm sorry, I had to get you to wait for a second.
No apologies. I just wanted to add that little bit as you, thank you for doing this and taking your time and sharing your gift with the audience. I just wanted to add, when you talked about the Mercury retrograde, I've noticed in my own perspective, in my own life, that we had a recent death of the high monarchy, recently the queen, and she represents an end of an era, meaning old ways will be falling away, old theories, old ideas, and she represents a lot of that old thinking. And the Mercury retrograde, which is so perfectly timed, is telling us it's now to, because Mercury, it's in its own sign, Virgo. Mercury, yeah, it's more powerful in its own sign. So that means that we need to start, which I'm adding to what you're saying, is that we need to start saying things from a new perspective and seeing the insights in a new way, and not to go back to the old way of thinking, because it's going to entrap us. So I just wanted to add that, because I love what you're doing. Thank you for sharing it. But I just wanted to put that out there, because having the queen pass away now, the monarchy of the UK, it represents an ending of a lot of old establishments, old ideas, and making reconciliations to those who we might have hurt, or forgiving those we have hurt ourselves. So it's just something I just wanted to add. So thank you.
Yeah, no, that was actually worth hearing. Yes, I'm not saying that whatever you say isn't never worth heard, because every time you say something, it's gold. But that was very much worth putting out there. Great add-on, because here's my thing, and this is what came across my mind as you were speaking. With it being a time and a period where things are supposed to be let go of, understand just how I explained the temperance. understand that it's something that has to be slowed down, looked at, and say, hey, how can I communicate this in a different way, right? And it's really important. Again, right on the edge of Libra season, we just had a Libra new moon, and then we came into this Mercury retrograde. So, with that being said, we have to look at how it is that we are establishing relationships, and it just so happens that the entire world is involved in this one right here, because someone so significant passed away, and the everybody's a little bit dismayed, because you got one major group of people going like, good, bye, see you later. You got a whole nother group of people going like, I'm sad. And so, with that being said, maybe this is a time to take it to an esoteric place and to get down to the deeper parts of it. Maybe this is a time to look at why it is that these people feel these ways, both groups of people. Because, see, when we can understand the perspective of both sets of people, then we can come together and we can start to formulate what you established, what you said in this. We can start to formulate what it is that we need to do different from here on, hence starting this new era where we can look at things. But and you got to understand, like, this is something that's been happening like over the course of like 2 or 3 years. Like, a lot has changed institutionally. A lot has changed. Tammy, here's a cool thing. You're an Aquarius, so you could probably vibe with this. We're in the age of Aquarius. So the age of the Aquarius talks about advancements in technology and all these different things. So, currency is changing in all the ways. Everything that is established in the way of everything that is established in the way of how the world works, and how how society works as a whole has changed. And leave it to Aquarius, the rebel, saying, hey, I'm going to spice it up. I'm going to stir it up, because who can do it like I can do it? As a matter of fact, listen to me, because I pretty much know what's best, because Aquarius is always looking at itself and going like, I am God. Like, that's what Aquarius is all about. Whereas, and which is funny, because we're reverting back to Sagittarius at temperance, right? Sag is ruled by Jupiter, and so Jupiter is just like, yo, expansion through dimensions, expansion through the external. And Aquarius, and when Aquarius and Sagittarius has that conversation, Sagittarius says, well, God is here. And then Aquarius points to itself and says, no, God isn't here. And so, with that being understood, and understanding how everything is placed in the world and where it is in the world right now, a lot of things are coming down. So, in this time of retrograde, but mostly because we're in we're in a season ruled by Mercury. What has to be understood is you need to ground yourself, ground in yourself, and speak your truth and speak directly. You have to understand and know what it is that you're about to say before you say it. So when you say it, you can come through crystal clear. And mind you, we're in a retrograde, so whenever we say things, it's not going to be crystal clear anyway. Things are going to get jumbled up. Things are going to be lost in way, especially with it being Mercury retrograde in a season of Mercury. Like Queen Bee just said, it's going to be even more effective. It's going to hit even harder. It's going to be even more impactful. So I think this is a perfect time for the world to kind of look at itself. Just get back into the place where we understand ourselves, we understand what we got going on, and then start looking at how it is that we can move forward through this. How it is that we want the world to establish these new faculties, right? The how things should be ran, how we should think, and that's what I was starting. That's how I started out the show anyway. All these old ways are coming down. Things are being challenged. Things are being relooked at, and being asked, is this necessary? Do we need this anymore? And what can we give to it? How can we make it better? And if it doesn't work, yank it all the way down. That's what this season is all about. So, with that being said, we're gonna bring the show to a close. I hope you got a powerful message out of that. Uh, I'm really vibing with it. You know, I'm a Libra. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not ruled by Mercury, but I can tell you something. I've been given some real good, clear directive, like how I think in esoteric ways. It's just been pouring out of my mouth, and I'm loving it. I gotta look at my horoscope, figure out what's going on with me, because I've been on a roll. So anyway, I'm Charlie Lyric. Hoping is love. I love all of you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you be well. I hope you move through the world well. And remember to think about what it is before you do it, before you say it, how you're doing. And just peace and blessings to all of you. Ashe.